is your TRX Recovery Workout. Now, one of the things I always hear about TRX, and I know for myself, is it feels so good to stretch with the TRX. It helps us get into, quite honestly, positions that we wouldn't normally be able to get into. But recovery is so important. It is as important as your actual workout sessions, because recovery is when we can get some extra blood flow into our body, into our joints, into our muscles. So using the TRX for a recovery workout is amazing, and it feels amazing. And you can do things that you wouldn't normally do in a workout. So today we're going to do about a 20-minute recovery workout with the straps. So follow along with me. I'm going to do it in real time. First thing, we're going to open up and work those hamstrings. So arms out in front, toes pointed forward. Work on your breath in this recovery session, because this is supposed to feel good. So weight on your feet. Press your toes into the ground. Press your midfoot into the ground. Stand up nice and tall and press forward with your hands as you hinge your hips back. And inhale. Now, obviously, if your shoulders are tight, if you've had a tough workout, you can actually press your shoulders out to the side, but just working on your breath. So find that shoulder position that feels good for you, but you're working those hamstrings, working your breath, pressing into the TRX, and you get a little bit of a core workout, but you know what? I don't think we can have too many of those. Keep that core. That's a great thing about TRX. All core, all the time. One of their sayings, all core, all the time. All right, one more. Let's do one more. So I've got my feet right pressed into the ground. Come on up. All right, how about a squat? Oh, you thought this was a recovery workout. All right, sit down. Just hold on to the straps, kind of like a monkey. But you want to look up, nice long spine. Now this is one of the times when you can actually let your shoulders come up. You know, I spend my time in TRX workouts telling people to keep their shoulders down, but here you can just let your shoulders come up and maybe rock from side to side. So that feels also very good on my lower back. And then I'm just going to press up and stand up again. So your squat may be here, but just stretch it out. Find that position that feels good. Look up. You can do some shoulder shrugs and stand up. Okay, let's do some squat hinges. So getting some mobility into our hips. So what we want to do is just do a nice easy squat. Come up and then press forward for a long hinge. Come up, easy squat. Let those shoulders come up to your ears, but do look up and hinge forward. Hinging forward. So I'm not going fast. I'm actually enjoying this. It's like I'm feeling that I'm getting some stretches that I wouldn't normally get, getting into areas that I wouldn't normally get into because I'm holding it a little bit longer, and maybe just kind of twisting a little bit. Staying safe though. We're not overstretching. This is our last one. Okay, shake it out. Let's move on to, what are we doing? How about a chest? Opening our chest. All right, so stand away from your anchor point, or face away from your anchor point, and we're going to do a chest press in a W position. So I'm actually going to step forward with my right foot, and I'm going to press into my handle. So I'm just going to check my hands, because what I see is people's hands are doing all sorts of weird things. You really want to press into the handles, push your palms forward, and feel your chest open. So look up, Couple of deep breaths. And press back. Change sides. So you're just pressing. My elbows, hopefully I look like I've got football posters arms. So I'm pressing into my TRX. I'm feeling a nice stretch through my chest. I'm looking up. I'm actually stretching my back calf muscle as well. All right, we're holding this. Just a little lunge. Obviously, if that doesn't serve you, you could be standing here doing this with your arms, but engaging that chest, pulling your core in, standing tall, and breathing. All right, we're going to twizzle. That's not a Twizzler, that's just a twizzle. All right, let's do some offset hip hinges. So often a lot of our workouts we do, and we need to rebalance, or we've got uneven lengths of muscles. So by doing an offset hip hinge, oh, feel that on my right side, a little bit more than my left. Ooh. So what you're doing is you're stepping forward with your right foot. You're still keeping your legs straight, but you're hinging. Oh, and you will feel that in your hip. Now, it may be that you just go to here. That may turn on your hamstring, but you want to just feel that point where your hamstrings start opening up. All right, I'm going to change legs. So other side, other foot forward and pressing forward. So it's an offset hip hinge. It's not one that I do in my warm-up very often, but for recovery, gosh, that feels good. One thing, guys, make sure you're not locking your knees. Keep your knees slightly bent. If balance here is tough, open up your arms, because that helps with your stability. All right, moving on. Ooh, feel those, definitely. How about some more squats? Shoulders to ears. That's what I like to, I write myself some little notes. So I'm sitting in, I call this a monkey squat. I feel like a monkey. But my shoulders to my ears, and then, this is kind of a fun thing to do. Ooh, and down. So just straighten your legs, press your head between your elbows, and sit back. Feels good on that lower back. Oh my gosh. I make some of these things up. But I know if they feel good for me, they probably feel good for you. This might not work for you, in which case you can hang out being a monkey in that squat position. Oh, that's such a great stretch through my rhomboids. Ah. All right, we're going to do one more. I might actually do about 100 more. Oh, standing up. Oh, that felt good. That was a big recovery. All right, let's do some rotations, golf rotations. So we just want to have our hands just a little bit lower than our chest, and let's rotate following our eyes, so our eyes follow our hands. So guys, we're not just doing this, which I see quite often, and sometimes I actually do it. We're following, so we're getting some rotation through our torso. It is active recovery, guys, so make it feel good. Think about it feeling good. But you're just working side to side. I'm so tempted to go into that golf rotation. Start, whoa, swinging. And you can if you want to. Remember, this is actually your workout. So if something feels good, you feel like you need to stretch it a little bit more, then go ahead and do it. Often we don't listen to our bodies, but sometimes you get into a stretch and go, oh, I just need to do that one a bit more. All right, next one. Let's get some blood flow into those hips. Now, this is a bit of a balance move, but you're going to put your left foot in line with your anchor point. Take your right leg, cross it over your left knee and sit down. Now, it is a bit of a balance move, but if this is hard, once again, open out those arms. It helps with your stability. So you can push your foot. So if I push my right ankle into my left knee, I feel a stretch. So I'm also pressing into my shoulders, making sure my spine is long. If I push my right knee down towards the ground, I feel it in my hip more. So obviously you find the stretch that feels good for you. So you may be here, you may be here, you may be here, but you're stretching, you're recovering. And come up. Okay, I guess we need to do the other foot. So loading my right foot right under my ankle point. Let's have a nice stand up, nice and tall, shoulders down. All right, ankle into knee, left knee pressing away. If you need the balance, you're opening up your hands. I'm going to push my ankle into my knee. Boom, there goes something. And then I'm going to press my left knee down to the ground, opening up my left hip socket. Oh, how about if I just lengthen my spine? I have a son who's going to be a chiropractor. Spine health, so important. And come on up. All right, how are we doing? I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I like that. Okay, how about we do a little bit of core stuff. This is kind of a weird one. This is called the ballerina. And what I want you to do is imagine you're putting the TRX on your head and your hands are going to become a hat. So hold your handles, put the handles on your head and lift your elbows up. And then you're just going to drop your left hip, because I'm facing to the left, towards the ground, keeping your hands on your head. So your hands are your hat. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Gotta pay someone to do that for me. That feels so good. Oh gosh. Hip stretches, what is it about them? Is it because we sit too much all day? Oh, wow. Vic, you just made a great one. All right. I don't make these up, I find them. Okay, let's change sides. All right, put your hands on your head, just like Simon says. Put your hands on your head, put your elbows back, drop your hip towards the ground. There's a little bit of a lateral movement with your spine. Oh gosh. You know what, it's got to be my best yet. That's 3. All the way through my right side. 4, I'm going to do one more. Last one. And 5. And come on up. Wow. All right. Couple more stretches, because I said we were going to be about 20 minutes, and I think that's good. Let's do a little bit of a squat row. I know, I said it was a recovery workout, but sometimes just getting some blood out, and these actually feel good. Famous last words. So just sit in your squat. Remember, I'm letting your shoulders come up today, so it's the only time we're doing that. And then just pull yourself up. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. Like I said, these don't need to be hard. They're just pressing. And one more. All right, final stretch, actually my favorite. What you're going to do is you're going to take the TRX behind you and you're going to interclasp your fingers. So your fingers are interclasped, I think that's the word, interlocked, and you've got the foot cradles on your wrist. And as you walk forward, you feel an incredible shoulder stretch. So then you can actually press your hips forward. Pull, shoulders. Good morning. You'll feel those. Oh, that feels so good. So you can press your hips forward. You can reach forward. You could do a little press, little hip press, and reach. But that really works those shoulders. That feels so good. So stay there for as long as you like, guys, but that is a nice, easy recovery session. As I said, it's so important to do these things to stretch us out. I feel like my shoulders have opened up a little bit. Certainly got a little bit of blood flow to my hips. And doing some little different movements with your TRX, always a good thing. Because that's what keeps us young, supple, and feeling full of energy. So thanks for joining me. Vicky's first recovery with the TRX. Go out there and feel great for the rest of your day.